go ahead and make half-size things. Sometimes things that are half or mini are kind of on the cute side. So I'm going to go ahead and measure my book that I'm using. Mine's 20, just a little bit over 21 centimeters. So I'll go ahead and remove the front and back cover. And then I'm going to mark this. I'm going to go ahead and mark this at 10.5. So right there. And then I'm just going to use this text right here for my straight edge. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my book right here. Now I chose an extra thick book. Just so you have lots of pages to play with. And when you use your straight edge, you're just going to do a little at a time. If you notice, I have this mat underneath, so in case I go too far, it won't damage my work surface. You could also do this with scissors. Just be careful with your fingers. And you're just going to go all the way through the book. Next thing I'm going to do is, so we know that this is 10.5, I want to make a square. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this at 10.5 as well. And make sure that I'm perpendicular. And I'm going to cut this part off right here, so that our remaining part is a square. So line up your ruler. And this part goes a lot faster just because you're not dealing with the binding. It's a little bit more manageable. Again, if you just want to do this with scissors, that's fine. And then we'll be, after we've removed this, then we'll be ready to start folding. Now these being a lot smaller, they're really fun to hang up. Or you can just place them on shelves, on your bookshelf. There's just so many different things you can do with these. They're really fun. While I'm doing this, would be a great time for you to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the weekly tutorials. They're all related to book folding, upcycled book pages. They're all with paper, but especially books. There. Your edges might be a little bit raggedy, but it's going to be okay because you're not actually going to see them. Okay. So now we have our square. For our first pattern, we're going to go ahead and take the top right corner and bring it down. And then you're going to take the bottom right corner and tuck it up, like so. me show you that again. Top right down, bottom right up. So you're making some triangles. So you can already start to see what this is going to look like. You have a bone folder. That's going to help keep your folds nice and crisp. If you don't have a bone folder, you could use an edge of a credit card, a back of a spoon, just your fingernails. The nice thing about book folding, you really don't need to go out and buy anything special. You can just use what you have. And then as you make this, as we continue, what's going to happen is this is going to start to curve around. This will start bending naturally around so that we get this nice 3D shape. And then once we're finished with this one, I'm going to go ahead. Remember, we still have this other half of the book. And I'm going to show you a different pattern. So I'll continue working on this one. And then we'll start our second one. So make sure you stay tuned. So as you can see, it's naturally just bending here. And as you get further in, you're going to see that it's going to start to get really tight. That's good. And you're going to keep going until you really can't fit any more in. Now, my book is around 350 pages, and the pages are fairly thick. But as you can see, it's getting pretty tight to tuck everything in. But you can see here where my edges were kind of raggedy from the cutting. It's not going to really matter because it's hidden. So that's why when you cut, you don't have to worry about every little stray edge. I really love this half size orb I'm making. And then if you want, when you're finished, you can add a large bead cap on the top and the bottom, and it just kind of gives it this really nice finished look. But I'll show you all of that. Since you can't possibly fit any more folds, take whatever extra pages you have, and you should be able to just remove them, like so. And then, so then you'll have this spot right here. So I'm going to take some string, like so. Just something so if you want to, I mean, if you don't want to hang it, if you want to just leave it on a bookshelf like that, that's fine. That's really pretty. But if you do want to hang it, just take some string and go ahead. I have some hot glue. And I'm just going to get my string out. That is hot. Get my string in there. Make sure that's really nice and secure. I'm just going to make sure it's really encased in there. So once that's definitely in there, then you're going to add even more glue and close it up like so. And just hold that right there for a second. Okay. So once you have that encased like so, just really want to make sure that's solid. Then I'm going to take some bead caps. Again, this is optional. I happen to have some of my larger ones, and I'm going to glue that right there. So again, lots and lots of glue. Put that right there. I just think it gives a nice little ending. I think that's really pretty. And then on our other end, or end with our string, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Make sure there's lots of glue in there. You really want to make sure that's everything's secure. And this time I'm going to thread my bead through my string. Add lots of glue. And look how beautiful that's going to be. And then you could add some more beads if you'd like on the string, whatever you'd like. There's no right or wrong here. So let's go ahead and start our second one. Now for our second one, I'm actually going to take my leftover pages from the first one. Now I don't have as many pages here, so I'm going to do a fold that doesn't require as many pages. So I'm going to count 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and I'm just going to roll it. And for that first one, our first roll, we're going to secure it. Like so. And then after that, you're going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just fold it right into the gutter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just a nice fold. 2, 3. Quick fold, super quick fold that I'm just using with the leftover pages. And they just kind of stay right in place like so. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just nice to have another fold with those leftover pages. You may not have leftover pages, it just depends on how fat your original book was. Mine was 350 pages. So if you have that or more, you may have the extra pages. If not, that's fine too. But let's see how fun this one is. Now this one doesn't go all the way around, so if you wanted to hang this on the wall, Or you can also use this if you want to just like put like for photographs or business cards, that kind of thing. You would just say this is a business card, you would just tuck it right in like so. If you have jewelry, you could use this as a nice little display. So just a little bonus right there. So now this is my other half of the book. Now this time I'm not going to cut it into the square, I'm going to leave it rectangular. And the fold is going to be similar, but different. I'm going to take the top right corner, bring it down, bottom right, bring it up. So that's the same as we had before. Turn the page. Then we're going to go ahead and do a half fold. You're just going to take this and go right in like that. So when you look at it, you're going to have this really fun little like mountain. So top right down. Like so. And in half. And it's a little bit easier because it's not a square this time. You have all this extra room here, so it won't be quite as tight. Just gives it a little bit more of a meatier, bulkier look. So let me show you what that's going to look like. It gives it a very different look, even though it's similar, even though it's a similar fold to this one, it gives it a completely different look. I'll continue folding this, and then I'll show you what this one will look like. So once you've done all the folds here, because we had the wider gap here, we didn't go all the way around. So this one is perfect for a wall. So if you wanted to make a lot of different designs like this, you could do a wall of books, but this is like a mini wall of books. Whereas this one we did, because we cut it into this square, this one would be perfect to hang from the ceiling. And then from the same book, from the one that, this one, we also made something that we can use right here on your desk as a desk organizer for your business cards. You could put in your pens. There's just so many different things you could do with this one. So all from one book.